How's it going? I am here with BB and Gus and Micah, and we're hanging out. So I'm gonna answer some questions today, and we're just gonna hang out and enjoy the Friday. So many people have been asking, especially Michelle. Hi, Michelle, has been asking, when's the next live stream going to be? And I did a live stream on Sunday last weekend at We Companions. I walked through the We Companions rescue space, their shelter that they have down there in San Diego. So I really recommend that you check that out. And look at this, the first two comments, first two chats are from Michelle and Melissa, and both of their names are in green, and that means that they are channel members. So I am grateful for your support. So it's really good to see all of my friends here. And if you watched the video earlier this week, and we got, of course, Guinea Cat is here, Michelle Jordan Newfer is here, and the other Michelle is here. I'm Pacific, so it's always going to be Pacific time. But I would think that under the hood, I would think that they would tell you what time it's going to be in your local time zone. So we're trying something out new. I've got a tripod here, but the only issue is this is as far down as it can go, which I don't like. So I had a backup plan, which is this thing. So you know what? Bear with me, everybody. All right, and where are you that it is 11? Robert's here, Julie's here. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to hook this bendable tripod up to the arm of the tripod. Oh yeah. Now, I don't have a wide enough lens basically to get me and the piggies on my lap without kind of lifting my legs in an uncomfortable, unsustainable position. So I'm going to lower the tripod down. So I'm up here, everybody, but let's say hi to Gus and Micah. Yeah, believe it or not, I did actually try to plan ahead to get this looking good. And I want to be able to read the chats. Okay, so I want to get to your questions and comments. Emily, thank you for the super chat. Let's celebrate the third super. Oh, this is your third super that YouTube is telling me on a live stream. So thank you for that super chat. It means very, very much. It means a lot. Okay, let's Fitz is here. Okay, there was a comment that I wanted to share. Melissa said that, Scotty, you have given me so much great advice for my babies. I have 9 Guinea girls and I love all my babies. Thank you for that. I'm trying to do my best. Anne's in Holland and it is 11 p.m. Okay, so you guys don't mind if we focus on the piggies instead of my unshaven face, but poor BB. BB's up here. You'll hear him squawking. If I tilt the camera down too far, then I can't read the comments very well. it's a work in progress here. Okay, Milan is asking, how do you bathe clip nails on a piggy that's extremely skittish? Well, my advice would be to be patient. When you bathe, I like to use the plastic shoebox bin and perfectly warm bath water that my piggies will feel comfortable in. If the bath water is very good and very comfortable, then they will squirm less. I've noticed that any fluctuation in temperature, any fluctuation in temperature and my piggies get upset. Okay, so I am trying to get in the camera too, so that, how's that? There we all are. Not the best. And now, let's see. I gotta tighten this thingy. Man. My apologies, everybody, on the lack of professionalism. I just haven't found a good solution yet for this frame up without having my piggies up at my chest. I just haven't found a good frame up. Man, I'm really struggling. Okay. Thank you, Allison, for the super chat. Okay, let me see. What can I do? Because if I need the camera to be basically exactly the height of the piggies, which seems to be the best height, and then I can sort of be behind them. Okay. And if the camera's too far away, then I can't read the chats. Maybe I need to switch to like an iPad for filming. Okay, and I've got some cookies for these guys. BB. All right. Let me try to catch up. Guinea cat. Did I? Okay. Michelle is asking about Harriet, her skinny pig. What can she put on the skin so that the scratch heals better? Well, I think skinny pig guinea pig skin is very similar to people's skin in that you could probably just put a little antibiotic ointment. Neosporin has been marketed for years as something that reduces scars. How long is Gus going to be patient here? So I would just do a little triple antibiotic ointment, Neosporin, and maybe a little tiny bit of moisturizer. But generally speaking, this myth that you need to slather coconut oil all over skinny pigs, the skinny pig experts I talk to say that that's absolutely not necessary. So your mileage may vary, but I've wanted to get to the bottom of this question for a really long time. Okay, let's try this. Oh, the rain's coming down out there. It's raining out here in the desert, guys. Okay. How's that? This is what I need. What I need to do maybe is sit down with my sketchbook and figure out what the best frame up would be, and then just mess with lenses until I can get it. Problem is you can't, or at least you didn't used to be able to do a widescreen. Okay, enough technical talk. Let's focus on the piggies and focus on the questions. Okay. Emily says, I'm the best. I don't know. Advice I seek is on caring for a piggy post-surgery. Okay, well, that's a really good question. Keep your questions going. If the chat gets too long and I miss some questions, then ask it again. Don't feel bad. It's not spamming. first off, we would want to know what the surgery is, but a generic surgery where we're talking about an incision and some kind of, um, you know, an operation. Oh boy, this is annoying me. I really am sorry. I'm just such a stickler. Okay. Um, we're talking about an operation where there's been an incision. You most likely have been given antibiotics and probably Medicam or some kind of anti-inflammatory pain medicine. Okay, so those are number one. Depending on the antibiotic, oftentimes antibiotics can cause digestive upset. So you would want to do some kind of probiotic, either critical care, one of the emergency foods that have the probiotic yeast culture ingredient, or you'd want to use Benebac, beneficial bacteria, in the syringe or powdered form. And you want to give those at least an hour before or after. Phoebe, your lunch is up here. Hey, don't chew on his feather. Gus, look what I have for you. So that's the main things as far as surgery. And then of course you want to be keeping a close eye out for any type of redness or swelling that may indicate some kind of an abscess happening. Okay, let's take a second to, what do we got today? We got, ooh, wow. Those are super banana smelling. Oh my gosh, those are good. Those are good. So we got banana healthy snackers today. Look at this. The apron means she's like a serious chef. That is Chef Tammy Mitchell. 20 years baking cookies for guinea pigs for 20 years. That's 20 or 30. Dude, you dropped your cookie. Here. So that's the main thing. You want to keep an eye out for infection. You are as bad as Saskia with the camera stand. Yes, I'm sorry, Anne. It's true. You know, I watch a lot of live streams myself, and I'll tell you, it's a lot easier said than done. Some of the live streams that I watch, they are very static. The only way to really change angles is with a multi-camera setup. Maybe that's why my channel's not growing, because I'm not investing in the good cameras and stuff. I have a good camera, but I don't know if you can just do a live stream with multi-camera through a phone. I think you'd need a desktop. I don't have a desktop in here. This really is the animal room. As you guys know, let me just flip the camera around here for a second. You'll see where we are. Messy cage right there. Okay, so just in the corner here of the animal room. Yes. Maria is sewing. Lyris has an allergy issue, and she was given a shot. Seems to be better. Okay, well, that's good. We will wish Lyris hopefully she'll be feeling better soon. Okay. I was feeding critical care, but I'm not sure how much and how often. That's an interesting question in general. Dude, stop flinging your cookie. Where did you put it? You're wasting your cookies. Okay, one more. Okay, critical care. How often should you feed critical care? Now, obviously, you should feed how much critical care depending on what the situation is. If your piggy is sick and it's a serious emergency and they're not eating or pooping, like in a gut stasis bloat situation, you want to give them as much critical care basically as you can to get their gut moving, to fill them up, to give them the vital nutrition so that their poop factory doesn't run out of raw ingredients. in a situation where it's post-surgery or something like that, where you're using critical care more for its probiotic properties and just for a little bit of extra nutrition, you just want to give a little bit. But I would say 5 milliliters, 5 syringefuls, maybe 10. The only thing you really need to worry about, because critical care is great, it's healthy, it's really good for them. The only issue that I would worry about, here, I'm holding it for you, Gus, so that you can just focus on chewing it. Where is it? The only thing you need to worry about is that you're giving them so much critical care that they don't want to eat their hay. And over the course of a while, like many days or weeks, that could make their gut not, or make their jaw lose strength. Well, that was really weird. The rain just stopped. Piggies that are eating too much, or their main food is critical care, they're not using their jaw as much, they're not wearing their teeth down as much, a little bit in the backs, but not much in the front. So you want to, if for probiotic properties during the course of antibiotics, want to give them enough so that they get those ingredients. Remember, the beneficial bacteria that you get in probiotics or in critical care, these bacteria are so small that there's like literally like millions. If you look at, any product that has probiotics, they always say there's millions of bacteria in each dose. So you just want to give them enough to introduce that and a little bit to kind of round their nutrition out. But any piggies that aren't having digestive issues in the short term, hay obviously is their number one ingredient, their number one staple diet. Sprinkling foraging mix. That's what's great about these cookies. They're treats that piggies enjoy, but they are hay based, so it's not. And look, this takes a lot to get him to. He's wearing his teeth down. You could dip these in water or put a little bit of water or a drop of the Child Life vitamin C and soften them a little bit for piggies that are having tooth issues. And you can make them softer or harder just by adding a little bit of water or letting them soak for a minute. These soak up moisture really well. Okay, I hope that answers it. If you need more clarification, keep going. I hope you feel better, Amanda. Okay, Jennifer's here. I need a screen magnifier. Oh, that's a good idea. Mary's here. Hello, Mary. Vitamin E oil. Yes. To reduce scarring for skinny pigs that get scratches, like you get those little vitamin E capsules, a little bit, boom, right there on the scar could help. But like I said before, if you have skinny pigs, let me know what your strategy is. But from my understanding with people who have had skinny pigs for decades, they don't do much for moisturizing their skin. They let their skin do it. And they just use simple, basic products when they do a bath, scrubbing that dry skin off. The coconut oil bath is something that it may have caught on at a certain point back in the day, but from my understanding, it's not something that's necessary to do frequently. Okay. All right. We're scrolling. Liz says, my 7-year-old son and his friend want to tell you that they love your channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Liz. Tell them I said thank you. You can, if they want to say their names, I can give them a shout out. Yay for rain. Yeah, it's always yay for rain. The desert ends up smelling amazing in the rain. Okay, let's tip this up just a little bit. Yeah, you should see Saskia's tripod. It's this huge thing. It looks like an alien. Okay. My new piggy will only eat pellets and romaine lettuce. How can I get her to eat veggies like pepper, carrots? She eats hay also, that I know for sure because I see her picking out the best parts. Well, remember, a lot of these basic, you thief, a lot of the basic guinea pig care, I sound like a broken record. But there's always new people coming in. And Gus, you finish your cookie. You want to reiterate the basic things. The most important thing besides guinea pigs should have a friend is that 80% of their diet is hay. So if they're eating hay, and if they're not, then like I said, foraging mix is a really great way to get them interested in their hay. There's a bunch of different flavored herbal blends that you can sprinkle. You just take a pinch and you put it in the hay. BB, what's the matter? You getting grumpy? Gus, no! Gus is gonna jump down and go mess with Bengal. Gus, don't do it. Get him, Micah. What do you think about that? Okay. Let's keep going. So I would say, how can you get piggies to eat different veggies? I think the bridge for piggies that do eat a lot of hay, try grass, try cilantro, parsley, try cutting things into strips. I remember they said for birds, did I just get peed on? Yes, I did. Hello, guys. I just got peed on. Good thing I did laundry. Good thing I'm doing laundry right now. With birds, they say birds that only like seeds, a good transition for them is like peppers with seeds, things like quinoa, or chopping the veggies in small pieces that mimic seeds. Same thing with piggies. Chopping the veggies to look like in strips that are like hay, I think can really help. Somebody's making me sneeze. Okay. The piggies are patient. Hi, Irene. I hope you're feeling okay. Gus, you're gonna have to go home. Okay, let's see. Do I prefer owning boys, piggies, or girls? Well, Emily, that's a really good question. The main reason why there's so many boys here, and I love boy piggies, they are so rambunctious. They are trouble, and it means you have more individual enclosures. But the reason these are primarily fosters and rescues. And the guinea pig rescue is full when they run out of boy cages. It's a lot easier for them to put the girls in a large group that get along together. Cleaning hundreds of individual boy cages is very difficult for the rescue, and we're really limited on how many piggies we can take in by how many piggies we can take care of. And it's a lot easier to take care of a group of girls than it is to clean hundreds of individual cages. Gus, you want to go back? Don't bite me. Oh, that wasn't nice. You just jumped on him. Get him, Micah. You like that? You just got dominated, Gus. You just got dominated. Okay, I'm sorry. Gus is pissed. I'm sorry. Shh. Okay. Let's keep going. So, do I prefer owning boys or girls? I have a pair of girls which I love that are in the other room because one of them was dumped on Facebook and then returned, and then another one was left in an abandoned pet shop. And so they are here because they're waiting to find a forever home. No one seems to want to adopt them. They are listed, I believe, on Pet Finder through the Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue, but now I'm really attached to them. So I prefer helping the most in need, and that tends to be usually single boys that I can't get placed. Okay, I know I'm behind by 15 minutes on the chat. You know what? So I'm gonna skim through here. I just got pooped on by BB. Okay. Guinea cat says her piggy had an abscess removed from the chin area. Asked for local, but vet insisted on anesthesia. Well, it may be because it's such a delicate area, the vet does not want to screw up and does not want to cause more harm. All right, Micah, you're being very good. You're being very good. So I'm going to put this bad boy back, Gus, and I'm going to keep Micah here. Okay, all right, okay. There you go, Gus. Oh my goodness, we're so far behind on the chat. Micah, don't run away. Don't run away. Here, why is my nose running? My nose is running. I better catch it. Okay. Bactrim and Metacam. Okay, that sounds very prudent as far as what would be prescribed after a abscess surgery. Okay, that's the surgery we were talking about before. So yes, Bactrim, very unlikely to cause stomach upset, but still keep an eye out. Probiotics can't hurt. Okay, my girls have gotten pretty wild. They take cookies from me, but freak out when I try to pick them up. You just got to keep trying. You can hold them in a cuddle sack or a fleece like this. You can sit them here like this. I have a video. It's probably time to remake it. Guinea pigs do not like to be picked up, but they don't mind, and some even enjoy being held. What's the difference? This is being picked up. This is being held, right? Nobody likes this. Get back here. Nobody likes that. But this, with some treats, this isn't so bad, Micah. This isn't so bad. Micah, now that Gus is gone, look at this. Dried papaya. You want to try it? You want to try a papaya, Micah? I hope you like a dry papaya. Yep. And the Emmy for stupidest guinea pig related food song goes to Perry Grip. Perry Grip! Come on! I thought I was a shoo-in. Ooh. This is something that we can share. Oh, man. Let's see what the ingredients are. Oh, man. Oh, man. Recommended for rabbits, guinea pigs, gerbils, hamsters, mice, and rats. And Scotty. Organic dried papaya. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here, you have this side. Try it. You don't want to try it? Try it. That's too expensive for me to be eating. You don't want to try it? Micah's very skittish. Try it. Try it. No? BB, you want to try it? You want to try it? Somebody Google if birds can have papaya. Oh, man. Just try this little piece. try it. Just try it. No, he does not want to try it. How do you know you like it if you won't try it? Okay. Melissa says, where do I get my healthy snackers? That is an indication that Melissa has not read the diet section of my free guinea pig care guide. I'm not calling you out specifically, but the guinea pig care guide is a comprehensive guide. There's a diet and nutrition section, and at the bottom there, or in the middle there, there is a 15% off link for new customers for Small Pet Select store-wide. But I always recommend hay-based treats, and these are really good ones. If you have a food dehydrator or you live in a dry, warm climate, you could probably make these just by putting them out in the sun. Man, that was good. So they come in a whole bunch of different flavors. And look, they're made in an industrial something by Chef Tammy Mitchell. So healthy snackers are made by Small Pet Select, but Oxbow makes cookies. There's a bunch of different places that make cookies. Now I got dried papaya stuck in my teeth. So I really hope you guys will read through my free guinea pig care guide. Okay. Majka is absolute cutie, so relaxed. Oh, Micah. I spell Micah, M-I-C-A, like the mineral mica. He's just starting to warm up to me. Look at this boy. Oh, man. Okay. You can't get this snack. Sly Blue. I'm really sorry that I'm so late. You can make similar snacks with grass hay and a little bit of fruit and then put it in a food dehydrator. Yeah, I have the piggies on a pillow. It's just not enough. Okay. Dried tomatoes. Hi, Piggies. Okay. Why aren't the cages messy? My cages? My cages are super. My cages, some of them are messy and some of them aren't because I have to clean multiple cages every day. Okay. Wow. I'm just getting more and more behind. But that's okay. Alexis says, I clean cages every other day that I'm not counting spot cleanings. My Martha throws her pellets everywhere, tosses her edible hide, and throws the plastic igloo upside down. She can be a real clown. Yes. I found that most piggies flip their bowl. I have the unflippable bowl. I have ceramic bowls. It does not matter. The only bowl I haven't tried is that one that has like that really, really, really wide flat ring. Maybe I'll try that next. What a great crew there. Thank you, Aeolian. But we had to get rid of Gus. Milan is still worried about bathing and clipping. Okay, go to the taming section of my care guide. I've got several videos about nail clipping and bathing, and it's the best advice I could give you. And also patience. Look, I'm about to get pooped on again. I was thinking about making a t-shirt that had guinea pig hair and poop and pine shavings in the pattern. So the upside is that when you get pooped on and when you get hair all over the shirt, you won't notice it. The downside is even when it's clean, it'll look dirty. You sure you don't want anything? What about some hay? You want some hay? Let me see if we can reach over here and get some hay. Okay, and this is orchard grass. Here you go. Here, if you sit on it a little bit, that'll help. Okay, before we move on, I want to let everybody know there's a lot of new people to the channel who were not aware that I have been illustrating books and writing stories. So this one's The Princess and the Poop. It's pretty self-explanatory. All right, you're eating something. The Princess and the Poop is exactly what you would think it is. And it is like a 30-page illustrated children's fairy tale, but with a decent vocabulary. It's not like hop on pop. You can see that there's actually lots of words. The text is smallish. It's a relatively substantial story. And this is based on the true love story between real-life guinea pigs Princess Petunia and Leo, Prince Leo the Magnificent, both of which are real piggies. And there's full color, hand-drawn artwork, and it's on Amazon. And you can also, I do signed copies that are on my Etsy shop. There's links to my Etsy shop probably down in the description of this, as well as links from my website, scottysanimals.com. So there's that book. If you want to get all the books that I've made, these are supposed to be fun celebrations of piggies. And there is care information kind of, snuck in. Then my second fully illustrated novel. So look at this. This is the paperback book. This is over 100 pages of illustrations. Paperback, hardcover. Hardcover is amazing. Paperback is very nice, very well done. If you like a paperback, you want to save $1 or $2. The hardcover is something that will most likely last forever in your library. Uh-oh. Shrimp. I set off the shrimp alarm. And this is obviously not how you keep animals. And in the pet store, that's a lot of times how they do it. So this is Cage Mates. It's a really funny story. If you've ever had any of these animals or love animals, I think you'll enjoy it. If you've read it, let me know in the comments or in the chat. But and many of you eagle-eyed viewers might notice that Rusty here was sort of based off of Nate, off of my baby Nate. So also personalized copies of these are in my Etsy shop. A labor of love. What's funny and interesting to know about this book is I only was able to draw on days where I had an hour or two free after doing all of my piggy chores. So every drawing in here means that my piggies had clean cages, fresh water bottles, full hay racks, and it was only the days where I had a little bit of extra time that I was able to do drawings. So this really indicates over a year of working hard, taking care of my fosters, making sure that all the animals were taken care of, and only then was I able to sit down and draw. But almost finished with the second story, and I'm going to hopefully be able to start drawing sometime this summer on the second story. So back to it. Thank you guys so much for indulging me in that. Maria's daughter is leaving for collage. Well, that means you're going to have a lot of time to yourself. Nancy's in Germany. Okay. I'm sorry I'm so far behind you guys. Here, keep eating. Keep eating, Micah. Okay, let's get you up on the pillow. There you go. Charlie is always peeing on Guinea Cat. Okay, I'm just going to scroll through and look for questions. You okay, BB? Here, come over here. And if you want lunch, your lunch is right over there. Okay. You see right here, that's one of my surveillance cameras so that I can check in on the piggies and BB. Okay, how is Molly? Molly's good. She still wheezes occasionally. It's still a mystery as to why, but it's been reduced by like 90%. And many days in a row, she'll be very quiet and very good. And then, then like at night, she'll just kind of start like a congested nose sound. But she's good. She's getting fat. I do not know anything about beetroot for guinea pigs, but I'd like to Google it. Question about pea flakes. Do you cook the peas before you mash them and dry them, or do you use them raw? I guess you probably have to cook them a little bit so that they're soft enough to be mashed. If anybody knows who's made it, put it in the comments. Okay, you can have papaya, BB. Let's try to find a piece. This papaya was super good. Come here. Here, try it. BB, come on. Come here. Get up here. You don't want to try it? Try it, BB. Try it. Try it. Come on, BB. See, it's good. You're a tropical bird. You're supposed to like papaya. Okay. Ron is getting 3 baby piggies tomorrow. Congratulations, Ron. I really hope they're girls. I hope you've read the bonding rules and watched the bonding rules video. Let me know if they're not, and we can talk about why. That is why 3 boys will be a recipe for disaster. Here's a great question. Jane asks, when fostering a pregnant piggy, should she have a female companion? I have only boys. I would say if you're fostering through a rescue and they have a girl that could stay with her during the time, that would be fine. It probably could help, assuming they get along well. If she's showing, then you probably got 4 to 6 weeks at the most to go. It wouldn't be the end of the world for her to be alone for that time. You don't really have to be concerned about the the other girl hurting the babies or anything like that when the babies come. So I would say if you're working with the rescue and you have the ability to get a girl to keep her company, and the space is adequate, a 2x4, preferably 2x4 grids, right? So a minimum of 10 square feet. Two girls and like a pregnant mama and another girl in a Midwest would be okay, not the greatest. And then when the babies come, it'd still be okay, but you have to, oh, Phoebe, you're pooping up a storm today. The main thing I would say is get some alfalfa hay, maybe find some Sherwood alfalfa-based pellets. Get that calcium going for the mama and for the babies during this time. That's going to be really crucial. Also, Child Life Liquid Vitamin C couldn't hurt, or vitamin C cookies. But just give her a lot of food, unlimited hay, really spoil her at this time. Just make sure the cage is clean. That would be my advice. Of course, if you guys have extra advice, you can share it. Micah, come on. Come on. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. If you make snacks, what liquid would you use for mixing? Good question. I would say you could use filtered water if you just wanted to make like pure hay-based cookies that are just hay. What I would actually do is water and then put a couple scoops of like Critical Care or some other kind of emergency food like that, because then you're getting the extra vitamins, minerals, and they usually have something that make it kind of sticky-ish. Otherwise, you could use small amounts of pureed fruit. What you might do is say, okay, what are the ingredients on these things, right? Ingredients: Timothy hay, oats, banana. So they're probably mashing the banana, blending the oats, and then put these. If you can get your piggies to eat a bunch of these, the banana one smells so good. Then it'd be really good for weight gain. For piggies that have tooth issues, getting them wet could really help put on some extra weight. Oats and pea flakes are really good for piggies that are emaciated, but I've had plenty of piggies that were extremely underweight, and just getting them on a regular diet consistently after a couple months, they end up getting huge. So Anne says she's falling asleep. Sweet dreams, Anne. Toffee Apple Studios, is that John? Have you ever considered doing a guinea pig calendar? All the rescues sell them successfully. Yeah, I have considered it. Many people ask me. My personal problem with calendars is, and I have a guinea pig sanctuary calendar. My problem with calendars is my current calendar is probably still in January. The main problem with calendars generally is you have to print out a whole bunch. Oh, I just got massively peed on. Oh, in the worst spot. Dude. And that was like super, and then a poop. This fleece pad is not helping at all. Gross. We're just gonna have to wallow in it. You wanna go home? Okay. So the problem with calendars in my experience has been that you have to spend a lot of money, and then you have to spend a whole lot of time mailing out individual things. What I love about my Etsy shop, which I hope people understand, is I work through a print facilitator to, they have access to a bunch of different print shops. So if you buy this shirt, for example, you buy it on my Etsy shop, the print facilitator will charge me to make the shirt. They will make it and they will send it out to you. And then Etsy will then reimburse me what your payment. So I don't have to do anything other than design the shirt and make sure that it got to you, and just follow up with the customer service, which I pride myself on. And you notice I've got hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 5-star reviews. And I hope if you've got anything, you'll do a review. So when it comes to like my books, it takes me time to personalize and ship and drive to the post office my books, but it's because this was a labor of love. I really want to share this story and get it out to people. It's not about getting rich, and but because the personalized price allows me to make it worth my time to do that. If you buy it on Amazon, again, same thing. I don't have to do any work. Amazon will actually print it and send it directly to you. And I don't have to do anything, but of course I'll make like $1 on each book. So the main thing is I try to mostly sell things in my shop where I don't have to do much after I design the product, because I'm not an online store. I'm a rescuer. I'm driving thousands of miles a month, volunteering in different places. I'm going and rescuing piggies. I'm cleaning cages for, there are some small rescues that have less guinea pigs than I have at my house. There's plenty of small rescues that have way more, and hats off to them. But I'm cleaning multiple cages a day, doing multiple loads of laundry, answering many, many emails every day, and taking care of these piggies, giving them medicine, clipping, giving baths, all that stuff. And that's my priority. And my patrons and my channel members and the views on YouTube allow me to make just enough to pay my bills. So I'm not opposed to doing things like that. If there was a great print-on-demand calendar, I've seen a couple print-on-demand calendars, but they didn't look really good, and they seemed way too expensive. And so that's the thing, is value. I'm not going to put something on my shop that is not good quality, that's not good value, that's too expensive for people. If it's not something that I would buy, then it's not something that I want to sell. Okay. Yes, BB's a Proof Factory. Dave, welcome Dave. Welcome Dave from 30 minutes ago. LA guinea pig rescue bowls have not been flipped much. The dollar store has a kitten bowl that's almost identical. Well, I'm looking at the LA guinea pig rescue bowl right over here, and it's completely upside down. Onyx, he bites the bottom lip and then he flings it, and because it's so lightweight, even full of pellets, he's able to flip it. Yes, Micah does look a little bit like Ron. Ron had more slightly of a gray face, I think, but he does have that. I miss Ron so much. Ron was just so sweet. It is true, though. When your piggies are sick, you bond with them so much. And I'm hoping that I can bond with Micah and that he won't be scared of me. Or the other piggies. Okay. Critters Galore gave up on bowls. They seem to enjoy foraging for it. Okay. Sorry, I am so far behind. Jennifer says, who is this piggy? This is Micah. Hopefully you guys can definitely feel free to answer questions. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, I guess we're talking about how many likes. There's currently 54 likes, I see. Laura's from Ohio. Christy says her girls like their herbs. Is the reason why I got a guinea pig. My mom watched you, and she said, of course you can have a guinea pig. Wernick, 95. Now, I know you are about to say, and we're about to get the second one from a rescue. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but I do have plenty of people will reach out to me, and they'll be like, oh, I love your channel. And then they'll ask me something like, I got this tiny pet store cage. Is it okay? It's like, no, it's not okay. And if you really watch my videos, then you know there's 5 main points that I advocate for, really. Okay. It is guinea pigs shouldn't live alone in most cases. And the plan should be at some point to find a friend for your piggy. We're all forgiven for not have been given the best information from the pet shop. The second thing is that guinea pigs should live in a minimum of 8 square feet for a single, a minimum of 10 square feet for a pair. The third important thing is that piggies need 80% of their diet should be hay. Then they should have a bowl of pellets and a handful of fresh veggies every day, fruits sparingly, and fresh, clean water at all times. Okay, the fourth thing is, let's see, that you got to pick up, third and fourth, maybe I should have flipped. You should pick up your piggies every day. No, that's okay. You should pick up your piggies every day, take a look at them, make sure that they aren't displaying signs of illness, and that they are acting like themselves, that they are active, that they're coming up for treats. So pick them up every day, look into their eyes, make sure that they're okay. The fifth thing is a combination of learn about common illnesses, have an emergency kit, have an emergency fund, and have a vet that you can go to in an emergency. So being familiar with common illnesses and what to do if one should present itself. These are like the 5 aspects, the 5 royal paths of guinea pig keeping, right? Okay. Am I going to see the new Ghostbusters movie? Maybe. You know, we are in a privileged time where there are multiple movies that I want to see. You know, I don't care what movie I go to see. It's just an excuse to facilitate my popcorn addiction. Woo! Love me some popcorn. Popcorn's pretty relatively healthy too, in moderation. And if you don't bulk up on too much salt and oil. Okay, Grizz is in the other room. I wanted to pull out Grizz and Rufus and give you a catch up. What's this on your butt? What's this? You got a crusty thing right there. You okay? It's okay. He has this little bald area, which I was sort of concerned about, but I think what has happened is he got bit at some point. Maybe you just pooped on me. But I'm monitoring this. I think what happened is his brother bit him a long time ago and bit off the fur area. And it just scooped out those hair follicles, and it's not growing back. You're a mess, Micah. Oh, now he's eating his hay. Okay, we'll wait on Grizz for a minute. I've reached out to the potential foster for Grizz and Rufus, and I'm waiting to hear back on whether or not they still were committed. I wanted to give him a chance to be completely rehabilitated. I think he's gotten almost 100% mobility in one of his legs, and the other leg, he can move it, but he has limited flexibility. I think it is most likely arthritis. Could have been due to scurvy. Scurvy can have an impact on bones. Okay, baby, you're going to go up here and you're going to eat your lunch. Okay? There. Eat your lunch. Eat your lunch, BB. Come on. Okay. I don't like cilantro either, Christy. Dave is helping me answer questions. Okay. I'm 27 minutes behind. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can guinea pigs eat raisins? It would not be my go-to treat for them. I think one tiny bite of a raisin would be fine. Raisins are highly concentrated with sugar. Way worse things. People have told me they've given their guinea pigs potato chips and other things like that, candy even, which is, it's bonkers to think that someone would be like, oh, why can't my guinea pig have potato chips? Is one tiny bite of a potato chip going to kill them? No, probably not. But is it in their best interest? No, definitely not. Raisin, a little less so. Raisins are too good to be wasting them on someone that's not going to appreciate them. But in the same vein, you know, so papaya I think just has slightly less sugar than a raisin. So I think like you gave your guinea pig a piece of raisin like this and they liked it, then that'd be fine. You do not want this. You don't want to even try it. Here, put it in your mouth and just give it a chance. Come on, Micah. Does not want to. You ready to go home, Micah? Okay, let's catch up real quick. Can adult piggy bond great with baby piggies? Yes, Ron, watch my bonding rules. Baby females and adult females can bond very well, and that bond should stay good. Anytime you add a new girl to a herd, I think what's going to happen is there could potentially be a flux in the pecking order, and a baby girl is going to immediately be on the bottom of that totem pole. With boys, it's a little different. With boys, we generally say there's only a 20% chance that any two boys would get along. It's just a numbers game, and it's a matter of patience and time. If you keep trying a single boy with enough piggies, you will find a good match, a good chemistry where they have trust and they don't feel threatened. It just takes time. Sometimes you get lucky on the first try. Sometimes it takes multiple tries. But when it comes to a baby, it's almost guaranteed that a little baby now, what's a baby? Some people think like a 3-month-old guinea pig's a baby. No. A baby is basically a baby boy that can be separated from his mother is 21 days old. So basically 3 weeks old and older. And I'd say they're a baby until, technically maybe 2 months, but about 8 weeks or so, they might start even challenging that older boy. The sooner you can get that baby, if that's your plan, with the older boy, the less likely he's going to challenge him. And as time moves on, the more likely, in my experience, it's been about 50-50. If you get a baby, and let me know in the comments, if you get a baby and you put them, or if you have an older piggy and you put them with a baby, what are the chances that that baby's going to grow up to be a jerk? That's usually what happens. Usually the older piggy accepts them, and as the younger piggy grows up, they get more and more hormonal, more and more rambunctious, and at a certain point, they just start annoying and humping and challenging the older boy, and the older boy generally doesn't like it. It's hard to say who's going to start that fight. So that's my baby thing. When you make, okay, here's the answer about pea flakes. When you make pea flakes, you don't need to cook it. It just takes a floor smash. Just take a floor, smash it, and either dehydrate or stick it in the oven. I've done the oven, but I haven't done it in the dehydrator yet. Okay, because I was going to make some pea flakes. I've got some dried peas, so I will just soak them overnight, and then I can mash them. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Leia says, no raisins for guinea pigs. Now, again, I don't recommend grapes for piggies because they're very high in sugar. And so by that logic, the raisins are going to be even more potent with sugar. Is it the end of the world? No. Is it poisonous? No. But it is very high in sugar. There are plenty of treats that they probably would enjoy more, like a little square of wheatgrass or foraging mix, any veggies, lettuce. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. I'm not catching up. Cooking an item takes away the nutrition. There are ways to dehydrate food on a low enough setting where it does not kill the beneficial bacteria. And if you look up the definition of raw food, I think it has to be somewhere around 130 degrees or less. Now that means basically it could take 12 hours or more to dehydrate something that's very wet. I make fruit roll-ups and I make granola. Generally, I get enough probiotics in my diet with all of my homemade pickles, my homemade sauerkraut, all of my fermented veggies and stuff, that I don't worry too much about that. I like a nice toasted granola, but of course I want to cook it on the lightest heat possible. But sometimes I only have 6 hours to try to put something in the dehydrator, like when I make fruit roll-ups. But if you want to keep your food raw, it's got to be under 130 degrees or something. But I wouldn't worry about that necessarily. There are more ingredients in pea flakes than just the beneficial bacteria. There's good fats and fiber and protein that's going to be good for them. But in general, guinea pigs are not going to have access to cooked stuff. So, here we go. Spot says one should steam the peas. That will soften them enough to be smushed without really cooking them. Steam them. So you could, steaming, generally, a lot of pots you can get an attachment where you put the water and then there's a little thing that the veggies can sit on. Or you could probably, I'm thinking I could put the peas in my, my little electric teapot, blast it for 5 minutes, and then let them sit in the warm water. But steaming, yes. Okay. They are making a new Beetlejuice movie. Okay, the jury's still out on that. Okay. Has anybody made their own trait? TR treats, I guess. So yes, we're sharing treat recipes. Okay, 3:50. What time is it? 4:09. I'm 20 minutes. Okay. Marcy says, we need pics uploaded of all your piggies. We pay for the download, and then we can print our own calendars with our own favorite pigs in it. That's an interesting idea. But then you have to do all the work. And I'm wondering, how does that work? Do you have a calendar template like on Word or something? Feel free to screen capture any pictures from my Instagram. Now, obviously, if this is intended to be a fundraiser, but if you want to make a calendar with any of the photos on my social media, feel free to do it. And if you want to support my work in any way, Patreon is a great place. You can join my Patreon, and there are access to 3 different chats. We have the general Scotty's Animals chat, we have the sharing pictures of our pets chat, and we have the medical chat. And I'm really grateful to all of you in there who are helping each other. Oh my gosh. Micah, pooping up a storm. You want to go home? Okay. I'm gonna let Micah go home, and then I'm gonna go grab first Grizz. And maybe I'll grab an extra pillow to get them up a little higher. Here you go, Micah. Micah, you can have these cookies. Okay, Phoebe. Let's get our Lucy's Cozies cuddle sack so it'll be easy to transport these boys. Okay, let me try to squeeze out of here. Oh, come on, Grizz. Come on. Okay. Okay, I guess this door is just gonna stay. There we go. There's the other pillow. Right here, there's the Grizz man. Okay. Oh my God. You okay? You jumped. I'm glad you landed on the pillow though. Okay. Come here. Up. You okay? Here we go. Now it's too high. And this pillow's not as squishy. All right. Okay. Let me see, Grizz. You okay? So here's the update on Grizz. This leg, he wiggles it all the time. Here, you stay here. Ruthie, you stay down here for a second. So, okay. So, with this leg, he's always moving it. I guess this is not the best way to show it. He moves this leg, he uses it all the time. This leg, he doesn't use it as much. He can bend it and he can move it. But I think right here, there is some arthritis. And I think that's what's the problem. So like when we soak his leg, he will move it. You can see he moves it. And he can bend it. You see? But he just doesn't like to. And I think there's arthritis in this ankle and possibly arthritis in the hip or knee. But he gets around really well. But I just wished. Come on. Okay. But he's so strong. Roofie. You know what? We're gonna need another fleece. Okay, come here. Okay. There's the Grizz. Roofie. Oh. Here you go. I'm gonna lay like that. Okay. Now, you guys want to try some papaya? Not this whole thing. Let's try this piece. You guys want to try some papaya? You want to try some? Yeah. Here. Break off a little piece. Oh, yeah. Try it. Grizz, try it. Here. Here you go. Want to try this big piece? Here, let's get you a cookie too. All right. I just felt people would buy the cute photos of your guinea pigs and make some photo shoots with your favorite piggies like Pig Sweep that the people could keep. Yes, I need to do more photo shooting. I'm a disaster when it comes to following through with social media and all of that. Simply Dave, thank you for the super chat. He bought a family printed capybara Hawaiian shirts and they love them. Ever think of doing something like that with several of your boys? Well, I am limited to the shirts that I have available through the print facilitator. And again, the main thing is cost. I'm only going to put things in my shop that are affordable. They're right up here. I can't reach them. Let's see. Maybe I can. Okay. I was not going to even mention this, but for example, these are my custom guinea pig camouflage Converse style shoes. So these are in my Etsy shop. They're guinea pig camouflage. You can get a shirt that's guinea pig camouflage also. That's the main thing, is just, does the print facilitator offer it, and is it something that is the margins. A lot of times they offer stuff where they're really expensive to be made, and then it's like, I wouldn't pay that much for this. So Guinea Cat says, how many piggies are here? 24. Okay, I just got peed on again. I need to start using more than just a 1x2. Okay. I don't have the chat on slow. The chat is just so far behind. When you scroll backwards, then it doesn't move unless I move it. Okay. So 3:56, 4:20, so I'm 24 minutes behind on the chat. Yay. Valerie, Southern California Guinea Pig Rescues here. Okay. Everyone wants to know how Harriet is. Harriet got a plush piggy tunnel, and Agnes, thank you. I sent Agnes a personalized copy of my book. Thank you, Dave. Dave Super Chat says, welcome to Scotty's Animals members. Or Dave became a member. YouTube's not giving me enough information. Okay. I'm catching up. Emily's two boys have an 8-foot by 3-foot cage. Yeah, that sounds great. That's a 24-foot. That is more than almost 2.5 times what we recommend. The never-ending laundry. The never-ending laundry. But luckily, the laundromat is where the cool kids hang out. Okay, Drew is here. Luckily, I have no teeth. I guess I'll dive right into the popcorn. Oh. Okay. So far behind. You know what I could do is I could just scroll all the way down and skip. Let's see. Why don't I do that? Boom. Oh, I see a super chat. I'll scroll through and I'll grab any super chats. Oh, and here's a celebration. Fitz has been a member for 9 months. Thank you so much. Okay, keep scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. If I see any obvious questions, I will stop. Guinea Pig Sports Rehab Clinic. Yep, that's what we're doing. You okay here? Oh, Grizz. I always worry when Grizz looks like he's laying in such an uncomfortable way. Like with his arm not supported properly. Here. He's like always flexing. Here. Is that better? Relax. Relax, Grizz. Okay. Thank you for joining us, Fitz. All right. 2 piggies and a mom is here. Jan is here. Thank you. OP. Thank you, Jan, for the super chat. That's your 3rd super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle watched my video about how to take good pictures of piggies, and her photo game, her Harriet photo game is really getting much improved. Okay. A Snuggie. Made out of cage liners. That's pretty funny. A bib would work. Okay. Look, I've made it. I've made it to the end of the chat. Ta-da. Dun, ta-da. Okay, if I missed anything, if I missed anything, any questions, please ask me again. What's BB having for lunch? Let's take a look, if we can. I'm gonna unplug this for a second. BB, what's for lunch? Right now, it looks like he's having a little banana pellet. He has pellets, and he has seeds, and he has broccoli and carrots. There is some dried smashed garbanzo flakes in here and some quinoa, dried quinoa in there. Well, it's cooked and then dried into like little crispies. Quinoa crispies. Yeah, you can try to make your kids eat quinoa crispies. Probably not going to work out. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Let me plug this back in. And all right. Baby. Grizz, you want to try some papaya? These pigs clearly don't know what's good because this papaya is amazing. But I will have to figure out which piggies like it the most. Shrimp. Shrimp. Here. Ready? Try it. Use your sniffer. You're right. So close. It's right there. It's right under your nose. You don't like it? Unbelievable. Well, more for me. Yeah, the papaya looks a little chewy. But it could also be that I don't spoil my pigs with too much sweet stuff. I wonder if they'd like dried carrot. But man, if I was stuck on a road trip, where's the papaya? If I was stuck on a road trip, I'd eat this whole bag. Uh-oh. That piece fell on the floor. That is good. Don't you pee on me. Yeah. Looks like it's still raining. It's hard to talk when you got papaya. He likes the smell of the papaya. He likes the taste of it on me. That's what this is. That's what's on my finger. This. Hey, Jay. Papaya is a digestive aid. Get with the program. Get with the program, Roofie. Roofie. This kid, I've really gotten attached to. Both of them. They're both like really different. He looks like he's like so helpless, but he's not. He scoots around and he chases Rufus. They both have a really great dynamic. They both try to rumble at each other. But look, Grizz is like so cute. These piggies are both so cute. You guys want some hay though? I got hay. I got some delicious orchard grass. Good. See, I've trained my piggies well. Who's more handsome? Right? Emily has a very good question. What do you recommend for in between fleece cage liners? Sometime, if you're going to make them yourself, cotton, some type of cotton. I recommend cotton batting because you can easily obtain it in the same place where you're going to get your fleece. Some people use U-Haul pads. I think U-Haul pads tend to be a little thick, or 2 layers of cotton batting, depending on how thick it is. Generally, I wouldn't use anything like old t-shirts or, I don't know. I don't even know where you would buy U-Haul pads, except for U-Haul. Whatever is cotton and the most cost effective is a good way to go. Okay. Zorb. Yeah. But to be honest, I'm not the fleece expert. So those of you that have made them, I trust what you guys would say the most. Valerie says, the ones on Amazon, if off-brand, can be kind of not so great. So I guess we're talking about off-brand U-Haul pads. Because at this point, I imagine they're called U-Haul pads, or maybe they're called moving pads. Roofie. Chris. Hi, Chris. Look at that nose. What's up with the boot? Here. Let me get right into this little. What do you look like? Look at that. Does anybody else see when they look at just like a nose and a mouth of a guinea pig, they see like one of those little rhesus monkeys where the nostrils are the eyes? Does anybody see that? Does anybody see that? You ruined the illusion, Rufus. Okay, look. I'm here too. Okay. We have a Harbor Freight out here in the desert. They have moving blankets in all shapes and sizes. Mary, that is a 100% ace tip. What? Here. Oh, no. We're dropping all the cookies. We're dropping all the mangoes. That's a good tip. Ace, Harbor Freight. my my emergency generator is from Harbor Freight, and it's been going strong. Okay. No, I'm so attached to them, but no, I know that they will get much more love and have a bigger space. Okay, Fitz. Thank you for joining us. You sleepy? Are you sleepy? What was that? Someone just made a funky noise. Look, I'm caught up. Okay. These healthy snackers, for those of you who are just joining us, are banana flavored. I just opened them, so they're super fresh. How far am I away from the Harbor Freight? There is a Harbor Freight in town about 30 minutes from here. And it's actually pretty awesome because the Harbor Freight is like, we got 3 stores in a row. We got the 99-cent only store, which has amazing produce. Then right next to it is the Harbor Freight. And then right next to that is a Tractor Supply. So you can't go wrong. Got everything that you need. My Abby, when I have her in my lap, and I give her a light combing, she will start licking me. I think this means she likes it, but sometimes I wonder. I think licky pigs do it because they are showing some sort of gratitude or comfort. They at least feel safe. I don't think it's just because you're salty. Hey, Abby. Hey, Scott. I know it's been a few weeks. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened to Nate. Thank you. Thank you, Thunderbird. Thunderbirds. Ah. You want to come over, BB? It makes me sad. Come on. Ugh. Step down, BB. You're okay. You don't poop. Here, sit over here. Up. You're okay. Stay up here. Come on, up. Up, BB. BB. Here. Oh, yes, I miss Nate. I miss all my boys. I will often go back in time in the videos and in Google Photos and feel very, very privileged to have been able to take care of so many sweet piggies. Okay, then let's scoot in, get some BB. And this kid, this old man, Rufy, be nice. Be careful. Oh, speaking of which, Anne is watching, or Anne is not watching. Anne is calling right now to reply about whether or not she's going to take these boys. But I can't answer the phone right now. If I answer the phone, it will disconnect the live stream. So unfortunately, we'll have to get back to Anne after the live stream. She's probably going to give me an answer about these boys. Okay, here's a good one. How to treat maggots. Okay. Now the question is, this is a very serious question. How to treat maggots. Maggots how? Now, if we're talking about fly strike, which is where the maggots can actually get into our piggies, I've only ever seen it in females, and it's very shocking. Number one would be to manually try to remove as many as possible that you see. Number two would be immediately give a bath unless there's any reason why piggies are, if they were seizuring. But if they weren't seizuring, I would immediately give a bath and do the best you can to clean that off. Okay? Then, and I'm not by any means an expert on this, so I would refer to my worldwide vet list. But then, and if any of you guys have ever had any experience, please share that in the chat, which I do believe there is a way for people to access the chat after this is live. So most likely there's an infection going on and you need antibiotics probably. And I would do an antiparasitic. I would immediately give ivermectin or something similar. And then you got to address the root cause, which is almost exclusively dirty bedding. So if you're using pine shavings and it's this thick, you're cleaning it once a week. Now, the gestation period of a fly may be shorter than that, and that could be a problem. If you have access to a washing machine and you can switch to fleece and you change your fleece out every couple days, maximum, the wettest fleece every day, then this should not be a problem. Even if flies are somehow, God forbid, laying eggs in the bedding, you should be able to clean that out. And you're washing the fleece and completely changing the cage bedding quicker than those flies can reproduce. But that's what you got to do. Make sure that there isn't any layers. So, yes. I would say if you see that, you got to go to a vet. There's nothing that you can do at home to prevent it. Camilla says, thanks for all your advice. Has been very helpful, and I'm so thankful. You're welcome. I'm just sharing what I've learned volunteering and working with other rescues and volunteers, and continuing to learn and ask questions. And together, this community, we are learning a lot. BB's doing this beak grinding thing. Let's see if I can. I love when he does this. You put your foot up, BB? Can you guys hear that? BB only has one leg. He only has, he had two legs the whole time. Valerie has a piggy that is 9 years old. Who is this piggy? Is this is this a foster or which piggy? Hi, Camilla. I'm really sorry to hear about Humlin, but thank you for joining us. You were doing such a good job with the Bumblefoot. I hope that my reply to your email helped a little bit. Okay. Guinea Pig Talks, thank you for the super chat. What advice do you have to coping with losing pigs? Mine are seniors, and they got me through so much. Death in general scares me. Yes. But just as sure as we are born, right? Oh, careful. So I do have some videos about grief and loss. I think it's important. It's very easy to get caught or maybe I should say, it's difficult to talk about losing our piggies without going into some philosophical, spiritual realm. I think that there is a lot that can give us comfort. And if you're spiritually centered in any way, whether it's through certain teachings or through experience, that's it. For me, because of certain amounts of spiritual experience and understanding, the complete devastation of losing a piggy or any loved one is tempered by some of my spiritual understanding. Having some kind of a grounding practice, a spiritual practice, or something that can connect you with nature and the universe, that's what really helps me cope. Is there's a sadness, and all the piggies that I've lost I miss, and the day-to-day not having them. And I know that when BB was sick, that reality hit me really hard, and I'm sure I'm going to be destroyed. Oh, are you peeing on me? Lots of poops up here. But the same universe that will take our loved ones away is the universe that gave them to us in the first place. And we're not like asking an ember or a spark to understand the fire is just beyond what we're capable of. I do know that at a certain point, we remember fondly. We think of who we've lost, and we have a fond feeling that wells up faster than the sadness. There's nothing you can do to prepare for it. And trying to avoid sadness is not healthy. So I would say it's part of it. You've got to feel it. You don't have to wallow in it. You can't let it destroy you. But we owe it to our loved ones to feel the sadness when they go. I don't know. Welt asks, is cutting their own nail may cost dislocating their legs? I think what you're asking is, can you accidentally hurt your piggies by clipping their nails? I have some videos on how to do it, but if you're patient and you're gentle and you're careful and you have the right tools, you should be able to clip their nails very easily. It should not be a problem. Okay. Dave adopted Prudence as a senior already, which takes a certain amount of extra kindness, knowing that it's going to be limited time anyways. But man, there's also a certain satisfaction of knowing that you're giving a piggy their best days. Yes. I worry that the day is not too far off that she'll be gone. The best I can do is enjoy her while she's here and give her the best time. Yes. Jay says, a powerful focus is imagining our pets and our people at our healthiest, most vibrant selves. Robbie, I don't have favorites, but Nate was definitely special because he was born with me and I have known him every day of his life. Boys.
Hiya, babies. Hiya, babies.
You would hardly know that these are rambunctious monsters. You would not even believe that these are the most dangerous creatures in the world. This is why I'm behind them, because they can't turn around and bite my face off. Grizz! I named Grizz Grizz because he looks like a grizzly bear. And Rufus is named after the red wolf.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sure you guys have seen on TikTok and whatever the people who make their dogs and cats growl and meow like.
Oh my goodness. Oh, boys.
See, this isn't so bad, is it?
It's not so bad.
Okay. Guinea Pig Talks, thank you for your super chat. This is Grizz and Roofy right here. Hi, Jessica. Yes, this is Grizz and Roofy. Okay, Mary. Mary's out of here. Poop gremlins.
Are you poop gremlins?
Hugh is probably sleeping. Welt, how to know if guinea pig is a male or female? Okay, Welt, you can search on YouTube or Google how to check the sex of. Uh-oh, I blinked out there for a second. Welt, you can Google or search on YouTube how to check the sex of your guinea pig, and you'll find my video. There's a number of videos, but I'll do a quick impromptu little demonstration here with Roofy if he doesn't mind. Very important with boys because a lot of people, first of all, the testicles are very large, this whole big thing, but I'm supporting him. So right here above, we got a poop going on here. Right above, come on. All right, we'll come over here to side here. Okay. So here's the pelvis. You will push. It's okay, Roofy. It's okay. You will push the penis. You see that? It will pop out more or less. With the right support, there. See that? The penis pops out. You need a bore cleaning? A little. You got some bore glue in there. What's going on? Gross. So, with a girl, you can push on the pelvis and nothing will happen. But also look on Google Images and you can see the difference between what it looks like, boys and girls, without even touching them first. Is that okay? Am I forgiven? Hi, Harriet. Okay, Jay. Namaste today. Namaste tonight. Namaste today. We will eat some hay. Take a look. It's in a book. The Guinea Pig Buddha Boys. Okay. Weekend Cavy says, my guinea pig, who just turned 3, was diagnosed with arthritis yesterday. It's very, 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 very common with guinea pigs to get arthritis. Hopefully the vet, who's making that noise? Let me investigate real quick here, because that sounded like a potentially a little painful noise. You boys be good, just chill. Okay. Baby, you come with me. You okay? You okay? You dreaming? What's going on with your eye? You got some funk in your eye? You okay? Okay, let's just sleep in your eye. Is everybody okay over here? Okay. Yeah, it is still just rainy, rainy, rainy. Okay, boys. You know what? You guys want to go home? And maybe I can go grab Molly and Allie for a second. Okay, we'll grab this. Phoebe, you want to go? You want to stay with me? You want to go over here so you can nap? Here you go. Okay. You have a feather on you, Grizz. Okay. Come on, boys. Let's get secured. No jumping. Okay. It took a little effort. Ugh. Who's in the bag? Okay. Thank you, Robert. Sorry I missed you. Okay. You got Allie. And come on, Molly. We got the lovely Molly. It's girly time, y'all. Don't let the boys know that they're here. This is the one rare moment when they actually are in here. Okay. Give them some cookies. Here, you want some cookies? Yes, you do. It's girly time, it's girly time. No boys allowed, it's girly time. What kind of cookies am I feeding them? That's such a good question. Today's live stream is not sponsored by Healthy Snackers. Small Pet Select Healthy Snackers. They're delicious. They're nutritious. And they're delicious. You smell them? You smell them? These girls are probably about 2. Here, this one. I'm holding it for you. You just chew on it. Yes, see? That's how you do it. You want me to hold it? Just trying to give you like something stable to hold it. Molly, let's get a good close-up of your beautiful fluffiness. Okay. Yeah, I think, Katie, thank you for supporting the channel, becoming a member. Oh, so much color going on right here. Mama Cindy asks, how did these girls come to me? And just like most rescue stories, it's a heartbreaking story that has a happy ending. Sorry, Sly Blue. The Healthy Snackers are made in, what was it? Oregon, Washington? Made in Washington State. Made in the USA. You know what? I'm pretty sure that Guinea Pig loves their Meerschweinschweichen that you can find hay-based guinea pig cookies near you. Okay, Molly first. Molly was part of the abandoned pet store rescue. What? What are you crying about? So Molly was left in a pet store where the owner stopped coming. And to add insult to injury, it wasn't even a pet store. She was part of a small animal rescue that got sold, and the rescue got changed hands, and the new owners turned it into a pet shop, and all the animals that were there as rescues became products. And many people might not understand the definition, the distinction between a pet store and a rescue. But clearly one is about profit and the other is about animal welfare. And one of the owners of the pet store, there was an owner and his son, and the owner got arrested on a gun charge and was sent to jail, and the son stopped coming to take care of the animals. The water had evaporated out of the fish tanks to the point where the filter stopped working and algae was growing. That's another issue, Guinea Pig Talks. The rescue themselves, that originally was the rescue, they did not do, in my opinion, proper due diligence. But you know, there's plenty of horrible people that can pass as decent people for a short period of time. So, but it is shocking that that happened. So the sun stopped coming, the animals were starving, and even before they stopped coming, people messaged me saying that the animals didn't have water, they didn't have food. And then animal control basically raided the place, contacted the original owners. The original owners messaged me because I had spoken with them in the past about wanting to help them. And I rushed over there and was able to save all of the piggies, despite the fact that the new owner who was getting shut down said he wanted to keep a pair, obviously a boy and a girl pair. And we were not about to let that happen. So Molly had really bad pneumonia. She had really bad breathing issues. And so my friend Ann kept all of the girls and I kept the boys. The boys from that rescue are Patches and Onyx, and then Molly. And so I kept Patches and Onyx and Molly. And there's just been such a shortage of adopters that there's no space at the rescue. And so I've just kept them. That's just how it is. They're technically up for adoption. I mean, I would love to have that space back in my room, and I would love for them to be someone's special piggies. You need a nail clip? Allie, I just clipped your nails. So Allie, what happened with Allie was I work with another lady out here in the desert who was running a small animal rescue. She since stopped. And incidentally, she donated a whole mess load of fleece to me. I gave some that I could use. I kept some and I gave the rest to the rescue. But she messaged me and she said, there's a guinea pig on Facebook. And what happened was the guinea pig was put on Facebook. A kid adopted them for a day, and then the mom said, no, you can't have them, or changed her mind or whatever. And so she went back up. Oh, what do you got right here? Hold on. She has a lump. I'm not sure if I felt this lump before. Allie has a lump right here. Now, it feels to me like a fatty lipoma because it's kind of squishy and free moving. And I will say it's about as big. Let's see. I think it's important when you feel a lump to decide how big the lump is based on some other thing. So I would say the lump is about as big as, it's a little bit bigger than like a Skittle or an M&M. So if it gets any bigger, then I'll have to get it looked at. But right now, piggies are lumpy. So I want to feel her, feel if there's any other lumps. Oh, she's got another lump right here. And let's see, come here. This is not, it's adjacent to her nipple. It's also another kind of lipoma, fatty lipoma. I know, you don't like it. Okay, now I'm feeling like her lymph nodes. I do feel, this is the same lump. Okay, so I'm feeling under here. I do feel lymphy lumps. It's not good, baby. So we will just have to monitor this for now. Because I do feel lumps where her lymph nodes are on her armpits. Hold on. But piggies in general are pretty lumpy. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. I do vaguely remember feeling something like that about a month or so ago. So we'll just monitor them and keep in mind that if they grow, she's got to go to the vet. So she's licking me. Why? Because you want some more treats? Mike C says hello. Oh, what do you hear? What? Another one's? You're licking me. You're missing it. Here. I love these girls very much. Totally different vibe than boys. But guinea pigs are individual personalities. But in a house full of girls, it's nice to have little sweeties. She's a sweetie, and she's a beggar. Here. So in about 15 minutes, I'm going to head out to do some laundry, get back on track, get the day back on track. But I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. What? You complaining? Look at these like demure eyes. How much does it cost to keep all of your piggies monthly? That's a good question, Guinea Pig Pros. Oh, Guinea Pig Pros. That's Quinn, right? Hi, Quinn. I'm going to reply to your email. Quinn, you guys want to check out Guinea Pig Pros, the website. Quinn has set up a website to share information, to teach proper care. Quinn has articles about proper guinea pig care and ideas about guinea pigs. So I'm excited. Quinn is in Colorado. So it's good to see you. Okay. The question was, how much, Onyx, be nice. How much does it cost to keep my guinea pigs monthly? And then we'll get to Marissa's tooth question. And if you guys want to answer that tooth question before I get to it, please share your experiences. Okay. Every month I go through almost a bale of hay for my 24 piggies, 25 piggies. And the bale of hay, I use orchard grass, and the bale of hay costs about $35 per month. Now, if you were to buy little bags of hay, you would spend 3, 4, 10 times as much. So, this is the orchard grass that I feed my piggies. Right here, my piggies like it. My vet said that any type of grass hay is good. I also give them Oxbow Timothy stacks so that they do get some Timothy hay. And of course, they get Timothy pellets and healthy snackers. You don't want this? Oh, you want some of that hay? You heard the hay. You said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, hay is 80% of their diet. Pellets, I go through probably at least 50 pounds of pellets in a month. So by far, the most money that I would be spending is on pellets. So for this many piggies, it's probably close to $200 in pellets. Something like that. Maybe closer to 100. And then fresh veggies. My piggies generally will eat anywhere from about $3 to $4 to about $6 to $8 of veggies a day. So If we just do some lettuce, then that might be like a $3 to $4 bag of lettuce, and everybody gets a big piece or a piece and a half. But if I do cucumbers, right, a cucumber is about 75 to 85 cents, and I will generally do 6 cucumbers cut into 4 big pieces each. 6 times 4 is 24, so that's about $5 worth of, $5.50, $6 worth of cucumbers. So 6 times 7 is 42, so we're looking at a little bit less than $50 a week. So that's about $200. Now, granted, this is basically a small rescue here, so yeah. So we're talking about, let's just say $100 for pellets, $200 for veggies. And remember, these are veggies that I eat also. Plus the $35. So about $350, a little bit less, $300 to $355 a month for the piggies. When if you really think about it, it sounds like a lot of money, but you would be spending 25 times that, less that. A pair of piggies, for a pair of piggies, you probably, can get away with much, much less. Yes, the guinea pig health insurance. The guinea pig health insurance is around $250 a year. And all of my pigs that have been foster fails have the insurance. So, okay, let's talk about the tooth trimming, which is more important. And this is also dovetails with the pet health insurance. If you had a guinea pig with tooth issues, it would usually require a tooth trim by a vet, and an exam, because if the front teeth are long, chances are the back molars could be long, right? It's called a malocclusion, and sometimes they grow over the tongue, preventing them from eating, and sometimes there's just, they're coming out at a weird angle, or spurs are coming off, or other things. $70 a month with Nationwide for the piggy. It might have gone up even more. I have the whole pet plan at 50% reimbursement, and it's about 200 and something for the year. But I also get a multi-pet discount. Mike says, I've been following your advice on guinea pig care before I adopt. Would you advise keep them in the bedroom? Bedroom's fine. I would actually keep them in the highest traffic area as long as it's free from pets, like dogs or some cats. If the bedroom is the safest, most secure place, that's fine.
What, Molly? I love you, Molly.
Oh my gosh, let's get in there. Okay, so tooth issues. I have a video, it's a live stream called Tooth Issues Explained. Google search Scotty's Animals Tooth Issues Explained, you'll find it. Goes into a lot more detail. They're going to need tooth trim and most likely a follow-up visit. Sometimes they will need sometimes they will need pain medicine after the tooth trim. They may also, if there is any indication of a tooth root abscess, an x-ray is prudent to do. Yes, guinea cat, that's in line with basically what mine is. $250 a year per pig. Well, guinea pig talks, it depends on where you're located, the level of reimbursement you got. If you went all the way to 90% reimbursement, which I think they're back offering again. So there's plenty of factors: age of the pig, your state that you live in, any pre-existing conditions, and how much coverage you want. If you do the bare minimum coverage, but I have told them, I was like, they need to get their prices down because people have multiple pets. It's not like dogs where people have one or two dogs at the most. Many people have a bunch of guinea pigs living in a herd, and they just can't afford that much. $300 a year times 10 guinea pigs or 25 guinea pigs, it is just impossible to do. Allie, you are amazing. Yes, you're amazing. Do you want to go live with Valerie? Do you want to go live with Valerie? Well, call them and find out if there isn't a way of, you reduce your coverage and you might be able to get those premiums down. Yes, $18 a month. So 18 times 10 is 180, plus two more is almost $40. So that's like, right, 220. So what if your guinea pigs are drinking? Because my guinea pigs are not. What are you chewing on that for? If your guinea pigs are not drinking, guinea pigs' water needs depend a lot on the individual. Some guinea pigs drink more than others. If you are giving them too much fresh veggies every day, then they might not need to drink at all. But they should be eating lots and lots of hay. You are making a mess. So, yes, guinea pig talks. If you want to reduce your coverage to 50% reimbursement, then, but the thing is, when you need that, think about it. If you've paid your deductible, so your deductible is $250. If you've paid your deductible, and then, so suppose you have not paid your deductible, and you have a $1,500 vet bill, right? And you already have the insurance in place. So remember, you're already in the hole for $300 a year. You've already paid that. And then if you have a $1,500 vet bill, you have to pay $250, that first $250 out of pocket, right? So that means out of a $1,500 vet bill, $1,250, you will be reimbursed 90%, which means you will get $900 from that 1,000, and then 90% of the 250, which is what? Let's see. Like $270 from you. You should basically get $1,175 or something close to that, which is substantial. Versus if you only have the 50% reimbursement and you have a $1,500 bill and you pay your $250 deductible, then you only be getting about like $700 back. Still good. Okay. Molly, you're going to have to get your stuff together. You're going to live at the Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue. You're going to be the mascot. Oh, you want to stay with me? Okay, baby. You don't have to go anywhere.
I love you. You don't have to go.
Okay. Okay, Guinea cat. Guinea cat. Take a picture of your receipt. Go to www.petinsurance.com. Log in, and filing a claim should literally take you less than 5 minutes. It's super easy. If you've connected your bank account to them already, the first time I believe they'll send you an email to authorize the deposit, and then after that they just automatically deposit, and usually it's in less than a week from when you file a claim to when you get the money. It's usually less than a week. Yes, it used to be a lot cheaper, and before they changed everything, they had the avian exotic plan, which didn't cover as much, but it was only $70 a year. I love you.
Molly.
Get her. You don't want to face the camera? But we don't want to see your butt.
We don't want to see it. We don't want to see that butt. We don't want to see that badonkadonk.
Hey, Patches, you leave Grape alone. It's like running a kindergarten here. Okay. Marcy, what is the name of the guinea pig pet insurance in the United Kingdom? Would you be able to do me a favor and send me an email through the contact page on my website telling me what the insurance company is? Man, everyone's getting antsy. No, I don't think skinny pigs are more expensive to insure. Mary's back. Oh, Mary. How's Frosty? Andy's in the house with Princess. The younger the pet and the least pre-existing conditions they have, the cheaper the insurance. Yes, but I think it may also be that if there is certain pre-existing conditions, then they won't cover that specific thing. So if you'll notice, Molly was quiet. And aside from her crybaby sounds, she's starting to whistle a little. It's very quiet, but she's kind of going, hee, hee, hee. What's going on, Killer Wolf? Who's cuter? It's really tough. And there's not enough light. I need like a nice side light for Molly to really let her fur shine. Who's cuter? I know who's the troublemaker. This one's the troublemaker. You're just sleepy now. You are the troublemaker. This one loves her vitamin C. She climbs the cage wall and she will take her vitamin C. This one does not like her vitamin C. You have to chase her. And she's too fast.
Yay. How's Issy doing? Killer Wolf, did you know that your video saved my guinea pig? Thank you. Thank you. And remember, you can always reach out to me through the contact page if you've got any specific questions during a crisis. But it's always good to also have a vet or two on standby from my vet list. Look at this, guys. We did 2 hours and 36 minutes. How has the quality been? Because it's kind of stormy out there. Has it been pixelated? Remember back in the day, people were always saying, oh, it's all pixelated. Little Bro 9631 says, www for the win. Okay, I'm glad the streaming quality is good. I'm worried about Little Bro 9631. I think he fell asleep on his keyboard. Little Bro's like, he's like, oh, www. Can't say that hasn't happened to me before. The volume is a bit low. That's because we're using our inside voices. I'll try to project next time better. FR, fur. I don't speak this ultra abbreviated. Because I'm a boomer. I don't understand what these kids are saying. Your ears. Sorry. Your ears are like little pieces of velvet. Little pieces of velvet. Well, I just found out, 100 Acre Wood, that everybody over 30 is a boomer. Nope. If you were born before 1984, you're a boomer now. Because Gen Z and Gen Alphas, they have no idea what boomer means. Can I claim having fosters on my taxes? Well, interesting thing about that is that because the guinea pigs are part of my job, part of the work that we do here. They're the talent in this production company. So I can write off a substantial amount of the costs associated with taking care of them. But that's just the taxes on that money. That's not the money. Some people think that, oh, writing it off on your taxes means it's free. No, it just means you don't have to pay taxes. Do the guinea pigs get any point? They get free craft services. Technically they do, because all of the money that I earn on the YouTube channel goes to taking care of them. So, okay. Well, welcome, Little Bro. Little Bro's a new subscriber. Welcome. I hope you will check out the free care guide on my website. Look down in the description of this video and my regular videos. There's links. There's links to all sorts of stuff. Yes, I know, Mary, I know what the technical boomers are. For those kids out there who are wondering what a boomer is, the boomer, right? The boom was the baby boom post World War II. All those, all of the World War II veterans came home and they started families. And so it's that generation of kids. Okay. Killer Wolf says, let's go back. I thought, please do make more videos because I have watched them all. I doubt it. I've made 1,000 videos. Did you see my guinea pigs sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm video? Did you see the Red Eyes Rock music video? I will make more videos. I'll make 3 videos a week. Oh my goodness. Okay, Boomer. But I will make new videos. Thank you. Thank you, Killer Wolf. Say hi to your piggies for me. I am annoying you. Come on, turn around. Yeah. Let me see the bottom of your feet. Are they red? No, they're pink. Bite her butt. Guinea Cat has the Red Eyes Rock t-shirt with my sweet Tito on there. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Come here. All right, what are you guys doing for the rest of the night? I guess all of our European friends are pretty much about to fall asleep. I'm going to reheat some pizza and make a smoothie and get some laundry going. I got to do a stretch. Got to do a stretch. I started watching this show on Netflix, which is a sci-fi show called Resident Alien. And I watch it while I'm walking on the treadmill. So I'll probably get in an episode and get in about 3 miles. Marcy's staying up late. She's a night owl. Ah, there we go. Clearness. No spoilers if you're watching it on sci-fi. Yes, Alan Tudyk is a pretty underrated actor, even though he is so handsome. He has a good smile and perfect hair. It's a very silly and somewhat dark show. Yes. You know what? Maybe that's what I need to do is watch Firefly. And also I realized I never watched what is it? Babylon 5. I need to get into I need to get back to some sci-fi. Sci-fi shows are fun. Michelle says, oh yeah, Pippi. I didn't even hold Pippi today. Michelle says she'll be holding her beautiful girls, and please tell Molly and Allie I love them, but please tell Pippi I love him. Pippi! I think Pippi's in his igloo right now. They are getting restless. We gotta go. We're already 45 minutes over and 15 minutes over. Killer Wolf is in Australia. I love Australia. I need to go back to Australia. I went to, let me see. I went to Alice Springs and I went to Sydney. And I'm ashamed to say now, but when I went, you were still able to climb Ayers Rock, which is, I understand it's not something that you are able to do anymore. Patches, leave him alone. Am I right about that? You can't climb Farscape. I started watching Farscape. That's actually a Jim Henson production. Yes, I need to visit Queensland. That's true. Australia is a really, really fun place. Oh, I went scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef, which I need to go back. I think it's important to witness the change in our climate as it happens. And the Great Barrier Reef is a very important place, not only to protect, but to witness the changes, no matter how sad or frightening it is. Yes, I've got a sea lion video. Patches, leave him alone. I've got a sea lion snorkeling video coming up soon, and I've got a whole bunch of video footage that I need to get going. Yes, I have a didgeridoo. The Aboriginal culture, and I guess the word is mythology, but because it's all true, there's probably a better word. It's just like any country that was colonized. The colonizers would be best to learn from that wisdom and back off. That's the truth for America and for Canada and for Australia. We can learn a lot from our native relatives. No, well, when I climbed Ayers Rock, you were able to do it through tours. And yes, it was, we had no concept of it even being wrong. Well, I don't know if it's wrong to climb a rock, but if it's sacred to people and they don't want it being climbed, then it's up to them. But it was very powerful day. All right. Serb says, I'll have to bust out my dictionary. Uncritical adulation of these cultures is also not the answer. Well, you used to be able to climb this beautiful, it's like a single giant rock out in the outback. But then it was given back to the Aboriginal people, and they don't want people climbing on it, and you got to respect that. So but it also just goes to show how long ago it was that I was there. I see. So, but anyways, if you want to be a better person, travel is one of the easiest ways to do that. If you want to have more fun in life, travel is a pretty good way to do that. Talking with people that are different, tasting their food, listening to their music and their stories, that's a really easy way to level up. Yeah, Mount Everest is a whole different thing. Point well taken, Serb. Ron asks, do I give my piggies floor time? Sometimes. I try to give them the biggest cage possible with running space. I let my single piggies run with Pipsqueak in the racetrack. The problem with floor time a lot of times is that all my piggies do is go run under the couch and poop under it. And then they just sit there. But it is important to let them explore and poop in places that they normally don't get to. But if the idea is for exercise, then my piggies don't have the same idea about what the point of floor time is. Somebody messaged me recently wanting to know how to bend the grids to make a racetrack. And I sent them I have a short video showing how I do it. And I'm excited to see what they come up with. Pippi! Pippi's awake. BB's asleep. Okay, you guys. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to cleaning cages. Thank you guys for joining me. Light Being. If you search how to make a guinea pig racetrack, Scotty's Animals, you should find the short. Pippi is in his igloo. You can't see him. But for Pippi fans, there's going to be a special surprise coming soon. Very soon. So stay tuned. Pippi's okay. Pippi's okay, but a little something to celebrate him with. How old is Pippi? Pippi is over 6, which is unbelievable. Oh. I'm about to sneeze. Why? What is this? Pippi is getting his own battle mech. How did you guess? No, that would be dangerous. Unless he commissioned one without telling me. Okay, girls. You girls say goodbye. Yes, Pippi gets a lot of exercise and he gets his vitamin C. So
Lil Georgie earned some kind of participation award for staying up so late. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, for all the super chats, for all the channel members, for you patrons. If you guys want to participate in a chat and you like this, on my Patreon, I think you can even access the chat for free, or at least for $1 a month, and you can participate in our Patreon chat. There is a free option. You can join the Patreon for free, but and I think you have access to the chat, I'm not sure, but for $1 a month to support my rescue efforts, for $1 a month you can feed all of my piggies. And there's 3 chats. You can share pictures of your piggies, you can ask medical questions, and you can just 24/7 we got a chat. So someone asked about Mr. and Mrs. Hale. They are doing okay. My mom had a little health scare recently, but she is doing okay. So all of your well wishes would be greatly appreciated, all your good vibes. So, all right, you guys, we got a crybaby. This one is tired. Yes, if you just want to send me a message directly, you can always do that through the contact page on my website. And if you use the contact page, then that way, if I make some kind of major email announcement, you will get it. But I only do those a couple times a year. Yes, Mom is okay. Do I have castles for my guinea pigs? These girls live in a cavy castle. And Pippi and Cupcake and Phil have a 1-unit black paw white paw hut. Okay, guys, with that, I'll just say thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And I'm going to answer some emails, so if you guys have emailed or want to email me, I'll be answering some emails later. All right. Until next time. Yes, look how cute they are. Thanks for watching. Here. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good night, everybody.